Hey guys, Jack here. So we've got, what I'm going to show you is my Cummins conversion of a 727 to a 47RH, which is basically a 37RH to a 47RH, giving it, instead of 3 gears, 4 gears. This is very similar on most Cummins trucks, 89 through 93. There will be, you can also use, if you're the 727 to the A518, which is the non-lockup version of the A618. It's also the lighter duty version. Most of the steps apply the same, except for that you don't have to change the mounting plate. I believe I say that in the video. A revision I want to make. There will probably be 3 or 4 parts to this video. It's kind of long. I didn't get everything. I had to cut it short because we were running low on time, and we were doing this for 2 hours every Tuesday and Thursday. I run an auto shop business, and I also go to high school, so it's hard. I'm going to try to show you everything in the 4th video that I didn't show in the first 3. Also, the starter from the 2nd gen to the 1st gen, I thought you didn't need to because the bolt patterns are very similar, but they're off by about 6 millimeters from the 1st gen to the 2nd gen. So you will need a 2nd gen starter if you're going to use the A618. If you're using the A518, you can use your original starter and your original backing plate, and taking off the backing plate does not apply to you. Another thing, I looked up on it was transmissioncenter.net, something like that. I'll post a link in the description. Oh, PATC, that's it. They were very helpful in their instruction online. They have a 727 to 40 or to A518, not A618. And they have a lot of the stuff that you need to make this conversion. I recommend going to their site. Made my life easier. I have had some issues with the what do you call it? Their switches that they give you for pressure switches. I'm going to have to solve that with them this week. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll head into video from this moment on, and if I think of any other revisions, I'll get to it. Yeah, enjoy the video. So guess what we got going on today? That's right, it's a 727 to a 47RH transmission conversion, or a 727 to an A618 for all those technical people. Let's get up underneath the car and let's see what's going on. Now, as always, sorry if you can't hear me that well over the air compressor, it's a little noisy right now. As always, safety's first. So we've got our latches down on both sides. Let's go in and see. Okay, so let me see what I've got right now. Let's see if I can lighten this up. It's a little dark. There we go. This is, I've removed the drive shaft so far from the 4 points right here. And we've got it going all the way down to right here on the axle. It's Dana 70. It should be. I can't read it on top right now, but that doesn't matter. And what's going to be coming out next is the cross member right here. Right here, it's got 11/16 bolts on the bottom and on the top. I believe these are also 11/16. I believe these are as well, I'm not sure. Then we've also got, going up here is our flywheel. We're going to see about taking that off just as well. And then we're going to get rid of these tranny lines. And we're going to show you all that together. Cool. So now we're starting new with all new tools. We've done part 1, which is removing the trans, all the tranny lines, and drive shaft. Drive shaft's off to get modified, but we're going to have to send it out a second time because we measured wrong, because this is a shorty transmission, not a standard size 727. Okay, so what we've done now is we've got out the mounting plate, which is over there, getting taken apart, starter getting off of it. And what we did for that was pretty difficult. So first, we decided to take the starter off with the mounting plate because it's a pain in the butt to get, there's a screw that comes right here. It's a pain in the butt to get it off. So we just disconnected the positive lead and the lead from the starter switch. We had 6 mounting screws right here. Do you remember what size they were? They're 15 mil. 15 mil. That's right. And then we also had 3 screws back here, which you had to come up and around this mounting plate, and it was right here, and right here. And those were 10 mil? 10 mil. 10 mil right there. And those were probably the hardest, and once you get all those off, you can just take this off with the starter and just lay it down, and then we will be doing torque specs, torquing, and all that for the new one, probably after I pressure wash all this down. Cool. Here's our nice little parts washer doing all our cleaning for us on our old mounting plate. Okay, so here's our 2 mounting plates. Here's our original. As you can see, there's a little bit of factory paint on it and stuff. I'm still washing it off in our big parts washer. It's the video you saw earlier. Here's the new one. The big difference is this right here. Let me see if I can bring the camera down. They're identical in the pattern of what they hold and all the bolts and everything because they're on the same engine. But the thickness is very different. Look at that. This is the reason you want to swap your, what do you call it? Your mounting plate if you're adding a 47RH with overdrive. If you're adding an A518 with only, or not overdrive, lockup. If you're adding an A518 with only overdrive and no lockup, you can keep your original mounting plate. The lockup is what takes more space. And there's our new starter over here. I thought I might as well start with a new starter because why not? You don't want to have an old part and have that the one part that fails. And we're going to be bolting this up and torque specking it, and I'll show you the bolting it up and torque specking it. So we're going to be putting the starter on here and torquing it up to 32 foot-pounds. Torque wrench. That's 26, 20, 30, 31, 32. And then we need the 10 mil 6-point, right? 12 point, yeah. So we're going to be air ratcheting it down first, and then we'll torque it down. Does it seriously not fit?
Just that one. Let's do the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Pro tools.
Got the one over here. Those are all hand tight now.
No doubt.
So now we're going to be torquing them down. It's already set. Yeah, it should. The airhead ratchet was just really big. Might need an extender on it so that it gets past that thick part.
Spin it off. Alright.
Is it clicking?
Get past that.
You get like the super long extension and go for it. And this is 32 foot-pounds is the torque spec for the starter to the bell housing.
This one is kind of hidden underneath.
Now we've got this one. We're just having a little bit of an issue.
Bad news. We had a U-joint 10mm flex bit that would work perfect. Messes with the torque spec, so.
Are you trying to figure out how much it feels like? So we're just gonna have to feel this one out because we can't get the last one done. But we have torqued both of the other ones to specs, and these do not require Loctite.
Should be solid.
Should be?
Going anywhere.
Cool. And that has been torque spec'd, and we're going to show it being put onto the car.